Imagine you're in Central Europe, 1938, at the start of the Second World War. It's too late for things to work out okay. And yet, even in that situation, you may still have quite the important role to play. In post-war Germany, we have this phenomenon where children will go to their parents and say, "What were you doing? Or what were you not doing? Why didn't you resist?" Just playing along in this horror really makes you complicit. This is matched by the legal principle established in the Nuremberg trials, which says, I was disobeying orders, or everybody else was doing it, is not a valid defense. And the environmental destruction through climate change is such a grave danger that we're facing that we need to start applying similarly rigorous standards to our behavior today. As it stands, we are the willing executioners in our own demise. Climate change is happening due to everyday decisions in how we travel, where we live, what we eat, and it is us, the middle class, who are really making this happen. I don't really care if you're eco-conscious, while at the same time getting into an airplane multiple times a year. We are responsible. And if we want to convince society to change, we had better practice what we preach and demonstrate just how serious we are about this problem. Now, some may say we needn't change our own behavior because green technology, a carbon tax, the government, big oil will either save us or should finally be brought to their senses or should be stopped. Now, those are nice things, noble causes. But let's go back to that analogy of Nazi Germany. In that situation, it's like the Allies. Like in 1938, you're hoping for the Allies. They'll be fighting for a number of years, and it's unsure whether they're going to get there. And sure, the Nazi leadership were big and bad, but you probably didn't have any way to get there and assassinate Hitler. So, all of that does not absolve us of our responsibility to do our part and save as much as we can. Past generations individually laid down their lives to fight this kind of great evil. And we balk at changing our travel plans because we'd like to go on vacation. We really need to start with ourselves. More specifically, I need to start with myself. So my situation is as follows. I'm a vegetarian, I take the train within continental landmasses, I ride my bicycle, wear used clothes. The one thing where I've messed up in the past years is air travel. My family is spread over 2 continents. I'm in the US, they're in Germany, and on several occasions, I've bit the bullet and flown across the Atlantic. I'm committed to change that. And I'll be talking about my plan for making that change in my life. It's a bit tricky, but it is possible, and particularly with some support. So I'm here to ask for and offer support because this is really how successful social movements operate, in my understanding. It is by patience, discipline, and solidarity. And I'm proposing the following program of action. First of all, we need to do our part. We need to stop doing the bad thing and start contributing. Number 2, we need to brace for impact. This is not going to end well. We're going to go through pain, and we need to talk about what we can do to weather the storm that is coming at an individual and social level. Number 3, let's talk also about how we can improve our lot. Better energy technology from a practical perspective, without wishful thinking. Let's talk about environmental cleanup in housing, farming, negative emissions, technology, that kind of stuff. And number 3, also political and economic approaches that we'll need to turn to if we want to have a society and our planet too. We have interesting times ahead, and there really is no reason why we should face them alone. Thank you. I'm Gabriel Picard.